Welcome to our continued video about bullet journal. So now that our GitHub have more than 1,000 commit, it's kind of like a new milestone. What have we done so far? So let's continue looking. So right now we are able to look at for a specific time. We haven't displayed this yet. Uh, but ideally you should be able to see something like on the calendar view. You can see on which day you have a task or you made a transaction. Uh, Label wise, so let's say you can create a new label, give a unique icon, and here if you can search by some labels, it will show you those uh, like a node or transaction some that you have a label with it. Uh, Going back to that, so we see that the node tree that you can have hierarchical when you create a node. So this one is almost well, the UI still need some tune. So today let's talk about projects. So now that you can have, if you look at the main page, you can have like a flattened view of the uh, your project, or we call it Bojo. And on the sidebar, you actually see the hierarchical. You can go from here to go to test 3 Bojo, or you can click here to switch, right? So if your Bojo is a ledger, so you basically are creating a transaction, right? You can create a transaction like entering transaction name, give some numerical number, the amount you want, and make sure it's income or expense, and you can pick a date. And this is a time zone. Then you can create it. The other part is you can create a node like this. Then you can create just give a node name. Let's say node 11, for example. So this one will be created here. Also, if you don't like the position of it, let's say we want to group it into here, it will be here, right? And if you want to move it up to, if you want to move to above, it's doable. It's a little bit challenging, or you can like move it down here. Yeah, something like this. This structure is the same like here. If you want to move uh, here between those, you basically can change your project's order. Let's say if you want to move this inside here, right? Also, we mentioned we have 3 type, right? This is the to do, so you can create a task. So you can create a task name. You can change your assignee, like who want to do this test, or you can and then you can select date for due date or like due time. Okay, if you want it to occur like every week or like on a recurrent base, you can select yearly, monthly, or weekly, or daily, right? So we have done a lot to give a better user experience. And you can set up a reminder like 5 minutes before, 2 hours before, or you can give a specific date. Let's say I want to remind myself like on a particular date and time. That's all possible, right? So if you click here and click OK. Okay. This is a little bit. We need to change the tooltip so we can select the time. Otherwise, it's like blocking it. Okay. Here, uh, if you want to create a new Bojo, right? So you have 3 types to choose. Like here to do, like you can like a Bojo one. You can give some description like this is to do list, for example, and you can choose a group. Which group can use this Bojo, right? Let's give a new Bojo group. So here, basically, we just create a new Bojo. If you expand this is here, right? And if you click the here, it's actually here. It's a detailed list view on the main page. Also, you can find it on the sidebar. And if you click on it, yeah, here you have 2 users who can use it. Here it also shows like which user are in this group. And if you want to change the group people, well, we've done this, right? You can go to see the group, and we click back. Okay, let's look at our code. Today I'm gonna focus mainly on the front-end code. So we've done we've grouped all our models in this folder called models folder. So when you try to create a new project, the code is here in this file called add project component tsx. This is for when you're creating a new Bojo. And the second thing is when you try to create a Bojo item, what is that? So basically, when you click here, it's you want to create like a task or like a node or transaction. You actually need to first pick Bojo, right? Like which Bojo you want to create it in. You can also bring it up here, like here. You can bring it up here. Same. So that's the model. We basically are just using the model, leverage the model component from the Ant design, which is the library we've been using. We've been using Ant design. Okay. If you search for Ant design, some open source framework of React, which is very good. Okay. The second thing is let's look at. So here, when you try to create a task, so if you select a project as a to do, so you can create a task. So that's the code for this one. And if you want to create a transaction, you need to first select a transaction, right? That's the ledger Bojos. And here you can create a transaction, right? Also, if you want to create a node, that's here. Node doesn't have too much. You just create a node name, okay? So here, this is for add a node, and also you can edit project. Edit is like here when you want to update the field of the Bojo, right? If you want to change it to a different group, let's say, and you want to add a description like my notebook, for example, and then let's say you want to change the name, note, for example, it's all doable. We can do it here, right? So it changed to my notebook, and the group is changed to here. So this is the UX code for the models. We also created the node tree. We are leveraging. Notice that you are running is some kind of tree structure, right? We actually using the tree data. It's a special component called tree here. It's also in Ant D. If you search for Ant design tree, so we are using this component here. So they have very nice structure we can leverage. Same here for the project. We are actually using the same tree. Like if we create a new one, we can actually this can drag and drop. Like you can put it here. Yeah, it's drag and droppable. So you can like manipulate your tree structure, which is very nice. So today I basically trying to go through our code for basically the front end. Also here there's two files. One is project pages. The second one is projects page. The first one is for a single project, and the second one is for when you click here, it's a list of projects. So you can see here. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.